This episode of The Travelling Epicurean was made possible by these sponsors.
Welcome back to the Traveling Epicurean. I'm at one of my very favorite places, the Callas, and my dear friend Eileen has agreed to share with us her amazing chocolate chip cookie recipe, and I'm here with Molly, Eileen's daughter, and she's going to show us how to make these incredible cookies. So stick around, and we're going to try and do this quickly before she changes her mind because we are so lucky to get this top secret recipe, right?
Yes.
Yes, I'm excited. Okay, so why don't I get the camera and then we can show everybody what we're going to need to make these cookies?
Sounds good.
Okay, good. Okay, Molly, what do we have here to make these delicious cookies?
So first over here, we have 3 heaping cups of all-purpose flour.
Okay.
Then we have 1 teaspoon of both baking soda and salt.
Okay.
We have 1 cup of light brown sugar.
Okay.
And 1 cup of white sugar.
Mm-hmm.
2 jumbo eggs. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. 1.5 cups of both M&Ms and chocolate chips.
Ooh, so we're going to be using both.
Yes, and what's fun about these is my mom will always mix up the colors depending on the season or the occasion. So you can do all pink, you can do red and green at Christmas time, and it really is an all year round option.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. I love that.
And then the last part at the end is we stick these little Hershey Kisses right on the top.
Oh my goodness. So we have 3 times the goodies in there. I'm
Lots of chocolate.
so excited about this.
In here, 2 sticks of softened butter that I already put into the mixing.
Okay,
So,
great.
first thing is we have to preheat the oven to 375, so I just turned that. It's already softened in there a little bit, so it won't take much.
Okay, great.
So here is the 1 cup of white sugar.
Okay. I'm gonna add in that. And this is light brown sugar?
This is light brown sugar,
Okay.
yes. 1 cup again.
Okay.
And then here's just our 1 teaspoon of vanilla.
Okay, great.
That also goes in here now.
Okay. So you just beat that till it's a little bit creamy.
Yep, till it's nice and creamy.
Okay.
Then we add in our 2 jumbo eggs.
Okay.
And then we mix it up again until it's nice, like the consistency of marshmallow.
Ooh.
Is what we're looking for.
I like that.
Yes.
I also love marshmallow.
Everyone loves marshmallow.
I know, right? Ooh, look how pretty that is.
Mm-hmm.
Like a nice and light.
So yummy.
It looks beautiful. With the vanilla in there. It smells heavenly. I could just... This is Bella's favorite part. She'll just eat a spoonful of this.
Yeah.
Without the... although we still don't have the flour in there yet, though, huh?
Not yet.
Okay. Looks amazing. Okay, Molly, what's our next step here?
But first we have to combine in our salt.
Okay.
And get all that in there.
And the baking soda.
Baking soda.
Okay.
And really just stir that up.
Now, we didn't need to sift this, right?
Nope.
Okay.
Right out of the bag. And so it really is quite a bit of flour.
Okay.
But what that does is it makes them really fluffy, a little bit more cakey than regular cookies.
They're cakey, but they're still chewy. So they're like the perfect cookie one could ask for.
Best of both worlds.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So excited.
Okay. So now that we've stirred all that up, we just combine it into our KitchenAid over here.
Okay, perfect. So come over here. And now, did you say you're gonna have this really slow when you start this up?
We don't want the flour to go all over the kitchen.
Yeah.
So we have a cup and a half of the M&Ms here.
Okay.
Dump them all
Isn't
in.
that pretty? It's
They
so
are
beautiful.
So pretty. And then a cup and a half of our chocolate chips.
Okay. And this is semi-sweet chocolate chips?
Yes, it is. Just a little mixing, not a lot.
Okay, so now wait till you see what these look like.
So you just spoon them out, not too big, just small little portions.
Is that too much?
Nope, that's good.
Okay.
If they're too big, then they'll spread out too much and they won't be that nice fluffiness that we like.
It's really easy to handle too, right?
Yes. There's never
Yay.
too much chocolate.
There's David. He wants to come in. Can I come in yet?
No.
No, these are our cookies, David.
We saved the spatula for him. So.
You gave him the spatula earlier, right?
He can eat
on that thing there.
I'm good.
You're good? So, from the master, is this the proper size?
delicious.
It looks
Yummy.
okay?
Can't wait to try them.
Okay, in the oven they're going
Here we go.
for 9 minutes, and we'll see when they come out.
So, because it's been preheating in here, what my mom always does is she opens it up, really fans it out to get some of that super hot air out.
So we don't melt our eyelashes.
Yes, yes. Stay far away. Slide them right into that middle tray there,
Okay.
and up they go.
Ooh.
And then start our timer.
Okay, 9 minutes
9 minutes.
and countdown. Oh, those are beautiful.
Okay. Now the Hershey Kisses, they really just sit right
Now,
on the top.
so you don't push down too much?
No, if you push down, then they'll really melt.
Okay.
So they just
Oh,
really
I
sit
get
right
you.
at the
Oh,
top
so you just
there.
set them right on
and
top.
then they will stick.
Oh, how beautiful. I'm so excited your mom wanted to share this recipe.
I'm shocked. That she
I'm
agreed
shocked,
to
I know.
share it.
And now, oh, so you're going to take them right off.
Yep.
Put them right onto the rack. Okay.
And so we push our rack up against the back here, which is really helpful to kind of
So
be
when
able
you're
to-
sliding the spatula, you mean?
Yep.
Okay, oh, I get you. Oh, you still have some leverage there.
Yep.
But these look so amazing. You guys are gonna love these cookies. They're gonna be your next go-to recipe. Molly, thank you so much.
welcome. It was
You're so sweet.
fun.
And you're great on camera. We'll have to get her to cook something else with us. But these cookies are incredible. Thank you, Eileen. I love you.
Love you.
Okay, now the best part. We get to like eat these
Taste
cookies.
them, yeah.
Okay. I'm going for this one. Cheers. Oh my goodness. Those are so incredibly good. To find this recipe for this incredible cookie, go to thetravelingepicurean.com. Ciao!
Thank you for watching The Travelling Epicurean.
Hi guys, Michelle here. Welcome back to the Traveling Epicurean. Today I'm really excited because I'm going to show you how to make my family's favorite appetizer, crab cakes. This crab cake is out of this world. There are no vegetable fillers. This is going to be the best crab cake you've ever had. And then I'll show you how to make my Greek yogurt remoulade for dipping on the side. That's really delicious and it goes with so many different things. Let's get on over to that kitchen and I'll show you how to get this going. So this is what we're going to need to make our amazing crab cakes. I have a pound of super lump crab meat. I have 3/4 of a cup of panko breadcrumbs. I put this in the food processor to get them very fine. I have 1 egg. I have 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce, 2 tablespoons of Hellmann's mayonnaise, 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard, 1 teaspoon of Old Bay seasonings, and 1 teaspoon of Coleman's dry mustard. I'm going to squeeze this lemon in there to give it about a tablespoon of lemon juice. We're going to whisk it up, and then we're going to add in the breadcrumbs and the crab and gently fold it. And this is my Greek yogurt remoulade. I'm going to show you how to make that right now. Remoulade. I love this sauce. I have 1/3 cup of mayonnaise, Hellmann's mayonnaise. I have 3/4 cup of Greek yogurt, and it comes strained. You could buy it that way. I have large garlic clove that I put through the garlic press, and I have ketchup. Now I'm going to add in a squeeze of lime. Actually, it's a half a lime. Just going to squeeze that in there. I rolled it to get the most juice I can out of it. And now I'm going to add in a tablespoon of seasoned rice wine vinegar. I love the seasoned rice wine vinegar. I put it on everything, on my salads. And then 2 tablespoons of really good olive oil. This is extra virgin. And it's a special olive oil, so it has really delicious flavor to it. And then you can add, which I love, my sriracha. I'm going to add in just a little squeeze of sriracha, and then I'm just going to whisk this. And it's going to turn into this amazing, beautiful pink dipping sauce. All right, so that's really beautiful. I actually tasted it, and I want it to be a little bit hotter, so I'm going to add a second squeeze of sriracha. And you know, if you wanted a little darker pink, you could always add in another couple tablespoons of ketchup. I have 1/3 cup plus 1 tablespoon. I think it's really pretty. You could go a little bit darker. You should taste it and see how you like it. And that looks really great though. So I'm going to put this in a small bowl, set it aside, and we're going to get going on our crab cakes. So I'm going to start by squeezing this lemon. I'm going to cup my hands. See, so I catch the seeds. It's one way to do it. You definitely don't want the seed in there. It's so bitter. All right, so we're going to start to whisk this. So this really is the secret to not breaking up the crab meat. There's nothing worse, one, than having all those vegetable fillers in your crab meat going, is this a vegetable patty or a crab patty? But having all the crab meat broken up so much, it's almost like looks like a tuna fish. You don't want that. You want big chunks of crab meat in there, right? And then I'm going to start to add in this beautiful lump crab meat. Really beautiful. You know, I did squeeze this a little bit. I put the fork against the meat because there was a little bit, there's always a little bit of moisture in there. Look how beautiful that is. Really nice. And then I'm going to sprinkle in those panko breadcrumbs. Now this is another important step. We just want to fold this. We don't want to break up that gorgeous crab meat. And then I'm going to form them, and I'm going to put them into the refrigerator and let them get a little bit firm before we start to saute them. So I like to use a scoop. This way they all stay uniform, especially if you're doing small little appetizers. You want to squeeze them a little bit because we're kind of like forming them. You don't want to roll them like ground meat, like a meatball, because then the crab meat falls apart. And that was the whole point of gently tossing after we whisk the wet ingredients. So just press with your hands just like that to form the circle, and then flatten them out a little bit. And then put your hands around your fingers around the outside edge and just keep turning it around. And then you have this beautiful little disc. And then I'm just going to set them in my plate here. And we're getting the breadcrumbs that are soaking up the egg and the mayonnaise and the mustard. And since those are dry, it takes a little bit for those to really soak up, and that's what they're going to be doing when they get in the refrigerator. What? No vegetable filler? Just large chunks of crab meat? You poor baby! You're going to love these. All right, here we go. I'm done. These are going into the refrigerator after I finish forming this last one, and they're gonna sit there for about 15 minutes, and then we're gonna get to saute them. All right, so I have 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and I'm gonna drop in a tablespoon of butter, because that gives it some nice flavor. I have it on medium heat, and I have our beautiful crab cakes. And I'm going to just start to lay them in the pan. All right, so look, I'm going to start to flip them over. Oh, that's absolutely gorgeous. Look how pretty those are. Just like that. And now this is on like a medium high. All right, so those are looking really beautiful. And look, so they firmed up a little bit. And then I'm just going to place them on this plate here. Just like that. We'll do a couple layers. These are absolutely delicious. I can't wait to dunk them into the remoulade sauce. You guys are going to love these. And I have that gorgeous remoulade sauce. Oh, yummy. All right, let's go get a plate. And we're gonna try out our crab cakes. Oh my goodness, this is such a winner. You're gonna love this crab cake. No filler. You can't go wrong here. I love having just the crab. This is out of this world. You can find the recipe at thetravelingepicurean.com. Have a great weekend. See you next week. Ciao. Chocolate mousse is what's on the menu today. Hi, Michelle here with the Traveling Epicurean. This is not your average chocolate mousse. This chocolate mousse is gluten-free, it's vegan-friendly, and my kids absolutely love it, but they have no idea it's made with avocados. Yes, I said avocados. It's creamy, it's chocolatey, and we can make it in about 15 minutes. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love this. I can't wait to show you how to make it. Here's what we'll need for the chocolate avocado mousse. We need 4 very ripe avocados. You don't want them mushy, and I usually throw in an extra just in case, just to make sure it hasn't turned too brown on me. I use milk chocolate, even though the original recipe, which I got this from, says semi-sweet chocolate, but you know, it's rich enough that I find the milk chocolate lightens it up a little bit. Plus my kids like the milk chocolate better. We need a 1/2 cup of unsweetened cocoa, a 1/2 cup of agave nectar, 1/3 cup of almond milk, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And I just get an assortment of bowls or glasses to put the mousse in, and then of course take these bars out, and then I'm just going to start to chop them up. Alright, so we're just going to cut these up. And the reason we're just chopping them up a little bit is so they easily melt in the microwave. You don't put them in for very long. I put them in for about 30 to 45 seconds, but keep an eye on them because there's nothing worse than burnt chocolate in the microwave. Anyway, so you're just trying to get them into smaller bits so they melt evenly. I think that's perfect. I'm going to put them in this bowl and then pop them right into the microwave. Alright, so I had my chocolate in my microwave for 30 seconds. I'm taking it out and I'm going to give it a little bit of a stir. As you can see, it's already melted. It's really beautiful. But I want to make sure that the edges aren't going to get burnt. You can do this in a double broiler, but why bother? Look how easy and quick this is. So I'd say another 15 to 20 seconds. Like I said, I'm going to keep my eye on it. And it's pretty darn close. Another 20 seconds. And there was a couple lumps, but it's still warm, so it's just going to continue to melt. Isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely gorgeous. And I'm just going to swirl this a little bit. And now I'm going to set this aside. We're gonna get our avocados into the food processor, and I'm gonna start cutting those right now. Well, you know me, I go through many different recipes to find what works and what doesn't work. This recipe that I'm using here today is from Giada De Laurentiis' team, and the only thing I've changed up from her recipe is I'm using Perugina milk chocolate. I find this very creamy, and it's a little bit lighter than the semi-sweet chocolate from Ghirardelli that she has in her recipe. Plus my kids like the milk chocolate better too. Some use a man-made all-natural sweetener. You don't need that because we have the agave nectar. Some use a chia powder for a thickening agent. The avocados are thick and creamy as it is, so that's an extra step that we just don't need. There's one tip that you need to pay attention to though. At the end of the avocado, there is a little bit of a stem. And when we start to slice around the avocado, sometimes that stem gets pushed into the flesh, and it's not going to taste really good if we get that into our food processor. So what I would do, not all of them have the stem at the end, but some do. Just take the stem out right in the beginning, and then you won't have to worry about it. So the quickest and easiest way to get the flesh from the avocado is to slice down till you feel the pit, and then you run the blade of the knife around the inside edge of the pit. I put the knife down, I twist the avocado, and there's your lovely flesh. I knock the knife into the pit, and then I just tap it on the border like that, and out comes the pit. And then to get the flesh out, I just run the knife on the inside, and then it comes right out. Just like that. Absolutely beautiful. If you see any brown like that, I scoop it off, because we don't want that in the mousse. That's why I do an extra avocado. And see, that's brown too. I don't like that. So I'm just going to scoop that out. There. And it's just one little spot. And that's just the nature of the avocado ripening. So these are absolutely perfect here. And I'm going to continue on and finish these up. And then we're going to put them in our food processor. So I'm scooping all of our gorgeous avocado into the food processor. What I love about this recipe is having it all go in one container. Not a lot of bowls, just a little bit of prep work, and then pureeing. All in one bowl. Now I'm a little bit nervous about this green here. I don't want the kids to see the green. It's so nice to have them eating something that's so healthy for them. I don't want to spoil it. Well, I mean, I probably would have been a little freaked out when I was a kid, thinking I'm eating chocolate mousse and it was made with avocados. So I can't really say I blame them. It's just since they don't eat anything green, it makes me feel really good that they're enjoying this avocado chocolate mousse. So I've got the Perugina milk chocolate. I scooped that on top of the avocados right in the food processor. Now I'm going to add the half a cup of cocoa. And I'm just going to sprinkle it around just like that. I'm going to add the agave nectar. I'm going to add the almond milk. And 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Okay, so I had this pureeing for 1 minute. See, there's a little chunk of avocado there. Of course, I'm going to scrape this off before my kids get home. But you know, all in all, I think that the mixture is entirely pureed. It's absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to give one little scoop around the edge like this. Puree it for 5 more seconds. And then I'm going to take a bite of this. I have our luscious chocolate avocado mousse here. Look how beautiful that is. We have Cabot whipped cream because my kids and I love the whipped cream. I have a little bowl here, 2 bowls actually. One for Bella, one for Riley. They're going to have some when they come in from school off Be at the bus in a minute. And then I have fresh mint and raspberries. The combination of the three is really outstanding. They don't like the raspberries and the mint on it, but I certainly do. With or without the whipped cream, these two, in addition to the chocolate mousse, is heavenly. All right, so let's get this into the bowls. You don't even need to pipe it. It's absolutely beautiful. Look how beautiful that is. It just sits right in there. You don't really even need a lot because it is, like I said, so rich. So I'm going to put that right on there. If you're having this for a dinner party, you can dress it up with a martini glass, which I'm going to put some into right now. Isn't that gorgeous? And then I'm going to top theirs with some whipped cream. Okay, this is Riley and Bella's chocolate mousse. And then I'll just top it with a little bit of whipped cream. Just like that. They are gonna love this chocolate mousse. We'll get the reaction in just a couple of minutes. And while I'm waiting for them to get off the bus, I'm gonna show you how pretty it is in a martini glass, say for a dinner party. And you could put this into the fridge. A couple of gorgeous raspberries here. And mint. So now, and I actually like to separate the mint leaves. This way you can have a mint leaf with a couple different bites. Because let me tell you, that combination, you're going to love this. Always the best part, eating what you worked so hard to make. Although this wasn't very hard to make, and it was quick and easy. Really, really good. Creamy, chocolatey. There's no way you could ever know that this was made with avocados. And I also got rid of all the evidence here so my kids don't see anything green. You're gonna like this. I can't wait for you. Okay, Riley and Bella, welcome home. Are you gonna dig into your chocolate mousse? Mm-hmm. What do we think about that chocolate mousse?
Good.
Is it really, really good? Mm-hmm. Are you happy that I made it, Riley?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. How about you, Bella? How's that chocolate mousse? I'm so glad you love it.
It's really rich.
It's really rich, huh? Chocolatey? Bella, you think it's chocolatey?
It's mousse. It's supposed to be chocolatey.
Very good. Yes, it is supposed to be chocolatey. Well, you guys enjoy that chocolate mousse with the whipped cream. I'm so glad that you like it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Friday also. Yay! Wow, who would have thought you could make chocolate mousse from avocados? It's just amazing. Thank you for being here with me today. And shh, please don't tell my kids it's made with avocados because I still want them to eat something green. Recipes at thetravelingepicurean.com.
Thank you for watching The Traveling Epicurean. A special thanks to